What's up, everybody? Welcome to the CaliCast. I'm Uriah Faber, the California kid. We're spitting some knowledge, telling stories, and having a good time. What's up, guys? This is CaliCast, and a new version of the CaliCast. We're doing a chess interview format, which is awesome because it's one of my favorite pastimes. And you know, I wouldn't say I'm great at chess. I've been whooped really badly when it comes to people that are actually really good at chess, and there's levels to everything. But I'm pretty good. I'm pretty damn good. And I always talk about how jiu-jitsu, fighting, you know, most combat sports are like the real life chess. So, and this is a simulated war. So, no better way to have a conversation with some of our buddies and interesting people than over a game of mental warfare. You can see behind me, there's Gandhi Fight Club, the Gandhi Fight Club. We're still thinking of the name under the CaliCast, which this will be called. I was thinking the Alpha Gambit.
I like that.
You know, maybe Gandhi Fight Club. But I think we're going to leave it up to the folks at home to submit some names, which this segment of the CaliCast should be named. So be thinking about that. My guest today is one of our great friends and brother from across the Canadian border, Gentleman Josh Hill, who's one of the baddest dudes on the planet, and getting ready to do battle again in May, right?
Yeah, bro, May 7th.
May 7th. And so, Josh, you've been coming down here for a lot of years from
2014.
Since 2014.
Yeah, 7 years.
7 years. And Josh has come down and one of those quiet, unspoken guys, almost like a Josh Emmett, ironically with the same name. You know, walk quiet but carry a heavy stick, as they say. So it's going to be hard to be talking shit to you during playing chess, but I'm going to do it anyways.
That's all good. Let's do it.
So
I know how to play chess, but it's
okay.
been a while.
That's the first excuse. We'll see if this is common ground. This is the first one of these episodes. That's the first excuse. Now, just to set the tone here, so it's not like I'm picking on a elementary school kid or something, like in a fight. Josh grew up playing chess.
I did.
But has only played maybe 5 times in the last 10 years. So
Yeah, about that.
yeah, it's like getting on a bike,
3 to
man.
5, I was pretty good, top of my class.
Okay.
But it's been 25 years.
Hey, no big deal. No real format for this. We just want to talk shop and play chess, so we have to multitask, and that's going to help our games tremendously. But want to get to know a little bit more about Josh. Like I said, been coming down here 7 years now, and you know, a competitive guy, a quiet guy, but a dangerous guy. And I've seen a lot of your fights. We'll get into a little history of how you got into the fight game, where you grew up, what your current situation is like, and everything else.
Cool.
But before that, let's choose who goes first. Is it odd or even?
It's always even.
Dang, man, his instincts are on. Okay, so you're going first, and pretty sure Josh was Googling chess moves while we were sitting here waiting, but we'll see how that pans out. Go for it.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So
Big move.
that is a big move. So, Josh, you grew up in Canada your whole life?
Grew up in Canada my whole life, man. Yeah, just in Hamilton, which is like right outside of Toronto.
Okay.
In Ontario.
There's a place with a lot of cash. What's the richest place in Canada?
I would say probably Toronto or Vancouver.
I think Vancouver is what I'm thinking.
Vancouver's the West Coast, and Toronto's the East Coast, but both are crazy expensive.
Is there a West Coast East Coast beef like kind of like in the rap game here in the U.S.?
No, I mean this is Canada you're talking about, right?
There's some Canadian gangsters, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd say no. West Coast is way more like kind of hippie-esque, way more chill, and then the East Coast is much more, rat racy type thing.
That's exactly the way it is here. That's nuts.
It's very similar, like New York style. I know it here.
Don't be scared, homie. Let's go.
Bring
This
out
guy's
the horses.
he's really thinking in the first couple moves. I don't even know if you're supposed to do that. Just move, man. Come on. You got nothing. What are you trying to protect here, Josh?
This is just strategic, man.
So, Josh, you're 20-3 now.
20-3.
And you've made a career choice, and you've been at the in the Bellator circuit for
I've
now.
had 2 fights Bellator so far, yeah.
And then before that, it was
I fought everywhere, dude. All through Canada coming up. I went Ultimate Fighter, season 18. That's how I met you guys,
right?
Through Chris.
Yeah.
But I always knew I wanted to come out here. Just I think stylistically, it was perfect fit for me, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I met Chris there, and then I said like I want to come out, and I think he put me in touch with you and Dave.
Yeah.
And that's how it started. But and
so that was season. What season was that of the Ultimate
18.
Fighter? 18.
Yep. 18.
Yeah.
So
And how old were you when you're on that show?
I was 26. Yeah.
That's wild. Holdsworth taught practice today, and he's one of those guys that is kind of a soft-spoken guy in a lot of ways, but is coming out of his shell this year. He told me this is his year. He's starting to do some YouTube content. He's starting to, put his name out there a lot, a little bit more when it comes to being a leader in mixed martial arts. Because, I mean, as you know, your season, Chris won the whole thing, finished everybody.
Oh yeah.
And what was that? What was your interpretation of Chris when he was on the show? What was it like? You just went right.
I went. Yeah, you're up. I got along with Chris, to be honest. We were on the same team, and he was one of those guys that was very disciplined, for sure.
Yeah.
And did his thing, and he was still cool to like hang out with and talk with, but was very
he was all business.
all business. Yeah,
That's
all
so
business.
much how he is, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he's good, man. I would say still to this day, he's probably the worst person to have on my back when we're grappling, for real. Like, he's a guy that you can't shake off, and he's just hard to deal with. And I've grappled with some killers, but he's definitely one of the tops, man.
Yeah, that's like I said, there's levels to everything, and Chris is the guy, like you said, that you do not want to have on your back. He's one of the Charles Cobrina, that's someone that's on another level. Every time I go with the guy, I'm like, okay, I didn't really even get close to submitting him, and he submits me a couple times, and I'd say Chris is in that same boat. The Canadian lifestyle, is there like a real Canadian pride going on? I mean, I feel like it's almost like when I think of Canada, I think of Leave It to Beaver. Like, hey, how's it going there? Nice to meet you, buddy.
Totally not like that, man. I mean, it's very similar to the States, to be honest. I would say there's a little. I'd just say we're politer, probably overall. Canadians always say I'm sorry for everything, but
say what?
They say I'm sorry for
I'm
everything.
sorry.
Bumpy, I'm sorry. But no, it's very similar, dude.
It's one person that says I'm sorry a lot. Who doesn't mean it at all.
Who's that?
And he was out here coaching for us, Owen Carr. Owen, if you're out there,
Owen.
I hear I'm sorry a lot. I don't know if I believe you ever, but shout out to
Dude,
Owen.
Owen. Yeah. Owen's a beauty.
He is a piece of work.
Yep. Miss Owen. Haven't seen him in a long time.
Well, he's back out in Canada doing something.
I think he is, yeah.
So 20-3 at this point, and you're, like I said, there's 2 fights in Bellator, and you fought everywhere else. You've been on the Ultimate Fighter, World Series of Fighting. Yep. Did they have the $1 million contract where you're at World Series?
No, man. I know. I had 4 fights with them, I think, and 2 for the title against Marlon. Those are two of my losses.
Right.
But yeah, they didn't have the $1 million thing with when
that's unfortunate, man.
Right. That's what I was hoping for the Bellator. They just announced the light heavyweight Grand Prix. And the $1 million cash. I was hoping they'd do a bantamweight one, but
they should, man.
They have enough guys, man. That like the bantamweight division's deep. But
so those that don't know, World Series of Fighting used to be PFL, Professional Fighters League.
Yeah, now it's PFL now.
It used to be used to be World Series of Fighting. Now it's PFL. It switched over, and they're just throwing out cash for a while. But you missed that boat. Our boy Lance Palmer, who's been a training partner of ours, he twice won the $1 million check. So that's turning heads in the MMA world. Like people are like, there's UFC where you get more chicks probably. Yeah. You get more sponsorship opportunity. People know your name. More notoriety. Probably harder fights. Yeah. Depending on who's in your weight class. Is it my turn?
Anyway. Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. See, I need to not be a hypocrite here. My time to hustle. Okay. So Lance the Party Palmer, the $1 million man twice over. And I've had multiple people say, I want to go that route and try to get that $1 million check.
Man, that's life-changing dough.
Yeah, it can be. Although inflation's happening, $1 million isn't going to be. You can't barely buy a coffee for $1 million pretty soon.
It's crazy.
They're dumping all these trillions of dollars everywhere in the economy. Okay. Ooh,
some shit now, eh?
We're getting into the thick of things. So tell me about your family life. So you're how old now?
I'm 34.
34. That's a great. Man, I wish I was 34 again. Honestly.
Yeah, I wish I was 26 again.
I'd take 26 too, but 34 was some good times.
Yeah.
And you've got family at home?
I do, yeah. Wife, stepson, he's 11 now, and my baby girl's 2.5.
Okay, are you going to encourage the son to get into the fight game?
Man, it's tough. I think I kind of missed the boat with it when that's how I met my wife through my gym. She brought him there when he was sick. Tell
us about your gym again. It's
Vision Quest MMA and Fitness back home. Just a little gym that we started 4 years ago, and it's growing, man. It's doing well. COVID kind of screwed everything up right now, but
of course,
luckily enough, we're not in some spots or some gyms. Their landlords are dicks and closing them up, but we're good right now. So
right.
But yeah, that's my little spot at home, and that's where we met.
And so, what about your daughter? Would you let her fight?
I think she's gonna be the scrapper.
Really?
Honest, dude. Yeah.
Are you gonna encourage it, or are you gonna?
Shit, I don't want to encourage it, but I just think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna put her in gymnastics first.
Okay, let's go. Time's ticking, man. Time's ticking.
Gymnastics first, and then I'm gonna put her in wrestling, and then from there we'll kind of see what's up. But I think she just naturally has that little aggression in her, man.
She might be the one, huh? I've seen her. She looks a lot like you. It's awesome.
Yeah.
She's like your friggin' twin. It's hilarious. And what's her name?
Marley.
Like Bob? Like our boy Bob?
Like Bob. I spelled it with I-E, though.
Gotcha. Okay, that's my move.
That's your move?
That's my move.
That's it, eh?
That's all I got, man. All right. This is getting testy in here. So, you had the 2 fights to Marlon Moraes. Yep. Those are the two of the 3 losses. He's been a staple in the UFC now. He's gotten very close to did he fight for the title?
He did, yeah. He fought
for the UFC title. Yeah. It's gotta feel good regardless of the result of those fights. One was a nasty KO, right? It was like live by the sword. Yeah. Live by the sword, die by the sword. I remember, that was a hard one.
Yeah. The first fight we had was a 5-round war.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I shocked a lot of people. I think they thought he was just gonna steamroll me.
Yeah.
And just we went the distance, and it was a close fight. And
right.
the second fight, ironically, I felt better than the first.
Really?
I just got caught as I kind of changed levels. He threw a kick up the middle and caught me, but
yeah. I was gonna say he's one of the most dangerous guys out there for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, yeah.
He kind of loses some steam in the later rounds, but
agreed.
Okay, your move. Okay. So the Canadian fight scene. I mean, GSP is obviously the guy that
he's the dude. Yeah.
Is the guy. I mean, did that just send a wildfire throughout the Canadian world? Did everybody get into MMA? What was your motivation?
I always loved it, man. I love watching fights. I was, pretty much when my competitive hockey career, if you want to call it that, was done.
Everybody plays hockey in Canada.
Everybody plays hockey in Canada.
Wow, that's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I still play.
Were you
hockey,
the enforcer?
I wasn't the enforcer per se. Like I wasn't the designated fighter, but I definitely would fight a lot, and I was probably one of the best hitters on the team. So I was. If I had to compare myself to a player, I'd probably say like Darcy Tucker-esque, kind of like that. If you know who that is, I don't know if you watch hockey, but
I don't watch anything.
More like that gritty guy that gets in the corners and causes shit.
There you go.
But yeah, after the hockey was done, I was needed something, dude, and I found training one day at the gym. I just seen two guys were doing a grappling class, and that's how I started.
That's awesome. And did you wrestle growing up?
I didn't.
You're all hockey.
Yeah, I didn't start wrestling until I started doing MMA in general. But everybody thought I was a wrestler. I didn't think just it was my look, and I think that's what came naturally to me first. Yeah. I just picked that up the quickest, I think.
At this point, are there aspirations to go? Because I mean, you're a career fighter. I mean, that's what you do. You have a gym that's in this space. You've fought in some of the most prestigious organizations, and been part of a reality show that's one of the benchmarks for our sport. Okay, here comes the comeback.
Shit.
Watch. Down 3-1. It's starting now. Boom. Okay, now it's 1-3. I'm a big underdog here, Tuss. Okay, I want Jonah. If I win, I want some sort of action out of you. You're gonna have to do a jig. What's your background again, Jonah? Armenian. I want an Armenian jig as a celebration on the couch if I win. Deal?
Jig.
Okay. For those that don't know, we've got Jonah behind the podcast control panels and our producer extraordinaire. You've seen her on CaliCast in the past. Tussifer. One of the best parts of Team Alpha Male in the last 10 years. And so does your daughter spend most of her time in the gym? Is it a family-run business? Does your wife work?
Yeah, my wife's a teacher at a college, Mohawk College, out by us.
It's called Beauty and the Brain.
Yeah.
No. Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty
Bronze. What would be a good way to describe that? One's a big meathead and the other one's the intelligent.
Beauty and the Beast pretty much works, right?
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. So she's
if you ever call her Beast,
she's the brains.
I'll have trouble with you.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, she's the brains in the operation.
She's definitely the brains.
Does she help you run the business as well? Like the bookkeeping and stuff?
I mean, she's helped a bit, but I have a couple partners, and so it kind of takes care of that.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
yeah, but she's definitely the brains behind everything at the house for sure.
That's cool. And you've been married how long now?
We've been married, 2 years now? Yeah, just over 2 years. Yeah.
And how long have you known each other?
For like 5. Yeah.
Nice. So when it comes to the gym, Vision Quest, is it fitness and MMA? What's the bulk of your business there?
Most of it's just I would say striking base more so. That's probably our biggest thing. But yeah, it's more recreational. I do have some guys fighting out of it now, which is kind of cool, but that's definitely not my main focus.
Right.
I found anyways in Canada, gyms like that tend to never make money. Fighting gyms,
Welcome to my life, dude. And people think I'm joking about that.
It's for real.
This gym has been a gym of passion.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. It's
so fitness and striking related more.
Mostly base.
But you have a jiu-jitsu program.
We do have a jiu-jitsu program though. It's definitely our lesser of the two in popularity. Everybody wants to do kickboxing and Muay Thai.
Gotcha. We got to get you affiliated with Team Alpha BJJ, and I'm working on an app right now.
Oh yeah,
MMAU app. So
that'd be cool.
I'll tell you more about it. But
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, 4-2. He's doubled my guys at this point. It's better than 3-0. Is how I started. So I'm kind of gaining some ground here.
Yep.
Jonah, get your jig ready, bud. You got the shiny brown pants. You ready? You ready to perform? Or you know what would be better? You got to spar with Tuss if I win.
That'd be good.
We got the cage.
Let's do it.
We'll do a panorama of this office, but my office looks into the business office of the cage over there. So if I win, Jonah gets to do a little scrap. Gotcha. We gotta get Joey there. What's the size of your gym?
My gym's small. It's like 2,000 square feet, something like that.
Do you know how many members you have off the top of the head?
I would say right before COVID, we were probably over 100 for sure. You know,
Nice.
We were starting to getting pretty busy. I was actually looking at a bigger spot right before it all hit. Thankfully, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Or else we would have screwed. But yeah, we're looking to get into a bigger spot for sure. But we'll see now. Actually, now might be a better time because commercial real estate's dropping off because everybody's can't afford anything anymore.
Well, so you don't own the.
I don't own the facility, no.
Okay. Now, I would suggest you do that.
Definitely thought about that for sure.
If
I would like a spot.
Way to think about it. I don't know the Canadian stuff, but I'm sure they have something like an SBA loan, small business loan, etc. And those are for purchasing commercial real estate.
Yep.
That's like a nice little way to be able to enter into commercial real estate, because normally you'd have to put down 25 to 30% down.
Yeah.
And for an SBA loan, it's 10%. And then you got to factor in, what you're making on your gym, if you're, breaking even, if you're turning a profit, whatever it may be. Okay. Ooh. Got it. Got one. Interesting. Do I take his horse with my horse? What do you think, Jonah? Don't tell me. Tuss?
I don't know anything about chess.
No.
Oh, we got to change that.
You're not picking
We got
up
to
any
change
notes
that. Okay. And so, yeah, that's an interesting thing for because a lot of ways, if you're a fighter, you're always like, oh man, I want to have my own gym and this and that.
Yep.
And it seems like it's
a
great idea, right?
It seems like it should just fit,
Yeah, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it's a very hard struggle.
It is, man.
And especially because a lot of us, our passions are, and this is for you folks at home, this is MMAU, so we're always trying to learn about the world of mixed martial arts and how to survive as a fighter. Josh is a guy that's like we've said, had some real success when it comes to you didn't see that one. This guy. I knew it.
Sneaky.
Okay. So this guy's been, I guess kind of late to the game as far as, because you weren't a wrestler, right? So hockey was what? What age?
When I ended?
What time? Yeah, how old were you when you ended playing hockey?
21.
Yeah, so you're 21, and when you started,
That's when I started training. Yeah, so I started late for sure.
Yeah, you started late. Obviously, some natural gifts as an athlete and whatnot.
Athleticism.
And 20 is not super, super late. It's still
for not having any background, I guess.
For not having any background,
Yeah.
it is a late start.
And you know what's crazy is I didn't have any amateur fights or any boxing matches or any kickboxing fights or anything
Right.
like that. I jumped right into my first pro fight.
Yeah.
And just kind of learned on the job.
Yeah, and that's kind of the way. For somebody that starts late, you don't want to do too many amateur fights.
No.
Right? Especially if you are realistic about your abilities. And I mean, being a hockey player, you're already in somewhat of a combat sport. But
never individual though, right?
Yeah.
That's the big difference.
Yeah, that's a big difference. So So that's impressive that you've been able to, like I said, you've fought for world championships and on big organizations, and you're in one of the biggest organizations in the world right now, and having a lot of success. 20-3 is an amazing record. Just to put it in perspective, what's my record? I've had 46 fights. I have like maybe 11 losses or something like that.
You think you're gonna fight again?
I don't know. I've been tempted. I've been getting in shape.
Yeah.
So
quite a bit, yeah.
Just because when there's like a little bit of so whenever there's some shit talking going on, I'm like, you know what? Probably be a good idea for me to get myself in shape.
Yeah.
And I'm always game for a fight. I mean, the age thing isn't really a factor for me as far as like
but you're
why
not,
I
what
do
are
or
you,
don't.
40?
41.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
You're not at most 41, you know.
No, I'm not. So I'm not necessarily like saying yes, I'm going to fight absolutely, but there's a very good chance that
Is there something that's
they
like
could fight.
a name that would be something that would draw you right back?
Well, they were talking about the TJ fight quite a bit, but I don't think he wanted that fight. And I didn't agree to it either. In all honesty, it wasn't like I've been like prepared to have, just because of COVID and with the brand new kid and everything. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
Not to keep things wild and so ideally I would have come off that loss with Peter Yan, who's the current world champ, and kept training and got momentum and had like maybe another fight and then had maybe one fight after that and be done. Yeah. But another baby on the way, had some stuff go down with the family, then the COVID stuff hit, like all these different things were happening.
A lot of shit. Man.
And that was just
Jack.
Oh man, what am I doing, bro? What am I doing?
Keep him talking.
Yeah, that's great. So ideally I would have liked to have another fight, and then TJ comes out of retirement, and I'd be in shape and ready to get gun. But I've got two babies in the casa, and everything along that line is kept me pretty stagnant here at the gym, other than handling business. So I've as of late started to lose some weight. I actually got COVID.
You got it, yeah?
I had COVID. Got it from my daughter, who got it from her aunt. How
was it?
It wasn't bad at all.
No.
I lost my smell.
Yeah, did you? Yeah.
That was it. And then go ahead. This could be my first episode, first loss. What do you think about the current landscape of the 135-pound division in the UFC? Have you paid much attention?
I have. Yeah. I mean, I love fights no matter what, whatever organization they're in, and especially bantamweight, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's stacked. I mean, I'm biased, but I think besides lightweight, I think it's the best division out there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just full of killers, dude. I want to see the Jan Sterling fight this weekend. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that one.
Yeah.
What do you think in that? I mean, you've been in there with Jan.
I talked to Sterling after my fight, and he said he took away a lot from my fight with Jan.
Really?
Which was, I'm not sure exactly what his game plan is, but, I was a bit elusive.
Yeah.
And I didn't do any wrestling, so maybe he's saying he should have wrestled more, or I don't know what the...
I think that's what his biggest key to victory would be.
Yeah. The rumor is that Jan has been with the Russian, who are some of the best wrestlers on the planet, with their world team, just training wrestling all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but at the end of the day, that guy is on a quest to get better. It's not about...
Oh, he's good.
It's not about, like, is he going to be able to wrestle or not? He's going to be able to wrestle a lot better this time than he has ever in the past.
Yeah.
So we don't know what that looks like, per se. But I think unless Sterling can really make it an ugly grappling match, he's going to have some trouble.
Yeah, I agree with
But Sterling, his stand-up's gotten better, and it's unorthodox, and Jan really has trouble with that. So
Jan's more more so boxing esque.
Yeah, he is. Yep. So yeah, 7 years coming out here.
Yeah, man. The old gym we started at.
That's right, man. Do you have any tough rounds that stand out to you throughout that time in the room? Tough rounds?
There was always tough rounds, man. I remember.
I mean, I can have some. I can think of some rounds where I got friggin' rocked, or just like something that stands out.
I never like felt like I got rocked or anything like that. But I can remember my favorite rounds were with Chad.
Oh, Mendez.
Yeah. I love.
You're the only one. That guy would smash everybody, huh?
He's a freak, right? But it was just, I don't know. I had fun in there. I remember I had a fight come up. I can't remember who, but he was getting ready to fight Frankie.
Yeah.
So we had a shit ton of rounds together, and it was fun, man. Probably the most explosive athlete I've ever trained with, for sure.
Yeah, me too. 100%. At the end of this, we're gonna have Tuss and Jonah do a stare down just in case for the next time, though. We'll get that on. We'll get that in front of Gandhi.
In front of Gandhi.
You ready for this? The stare down is happening. That's the silver lining behind this fucking game right here. The silver lining for Jonah because he's not going to get beat up by a girl. Yep. And the silver lining for the people at home because you're going to get to see the greatest stare down of all time. Okay. Check.
Put the horse to sleep now.
The gentleman's gonna put the horse to sleep, man. That's not like you, Josh. That's not like you, man. Looks like the fans are gonna get the long-awaited stare down that they always wanted from Jonah and Tuss. It's gonna be nasty. So just fair warning. Jonah is a spitting image of Cody Garbrandt. It's hard to tell the two apart when they're in the room together. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. The moment I take his queen. I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. That's all I wanted, man. I set a personal goal before this game. I said, I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to take the queen. So here we go. So we've got the main event. It's Israel. I can't say his name very well. I love the guy. It's the Style Bender versus
the Polish guy.
I got to go with the smooth prowess of the champ, man. He's something else. So
which champ?
Israel.
Yeah.
Light heavyweight.
Yeah. He's going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be so much faster.
I think
that's the key.
I think it's not even. It'll be Adesanya will win for sure.
Yeah. What are the picks?
Who else we got?
Co-main is Amanda and Megan Anderson.
Amanda and Megan Anderson. It's hard to bet against Amanda. She's like two division champ, legitimate. Took out Cyborg, so I'm gonna go with her. I think
Nunes, yeah.
KO. Man, I keep going back and forth on this one. Jan, I haven't really seen him in trouble once. I think I saw him get rocked once. He hasn't really been out wrestled. I've seen, watched him wrestle a little bit.
Aldo looked good early with him.
What's that?
Aldo looked good early.
Aldo looked good early with him, but yeah, he did look pretty good. He landed some nice clean shots. Yeah. Jan would be more likely to lose to, in my opinion, Aldo, who actually has like a super savvy stand-up game, because Jan will let people hit him sometimes.
He does, yeah. He takes shots.
Sterling is either going to be able to submit him, which I think is very possible.
Yep.
Or he's going to get outpointed, possibly knocked out in the later rounds only.
I'm gonna say Jan third round TKO.
TKO. Okay, I think I've guessed other. I'll probably guess it both ways. So this time I'll guess it Aljamain with a the fourth round submission. I'm going with Dober. Dober had that nasty knockout his last fight over a really tough guy, and he's been, on a tear. He's found his groove a little bit, so I'm going with Dober.
I'm gonna go Islam. Yeah, I think go.
I'm gonna go with Thiago Santos. I feel like I don't know anything about the other guy,
Neither do I.
and I've seen Thiago fight, so that's I'm going with that.
Prelims. Dominic Cruz versus Casey Kenny.
Cruz.
Dang, I didn't realize Cruz is on the prelims.
Yeah.
Cruz is gonna make him miss and make him pay. I think Casey Kenny has won a couple fights he wasn't supposed to on grit and willpower and being tenacious, but Dominic's gonna outclass him in my opinion.
Team Alpha.
Hunger.
Man, we got Song. I think
I don't know a lot about this guy, Kyler Phillips.
he's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a CIF wrestler, California wrestler. He's been doing martial arts since he was a kid. His dad was a I think maybe a national champ for karate. Good athlete, can do like kick flips. He used to do parkour and like breakdancing stuff. So he's a very, very tough opponent, but I think Yudong's power and well-rounded prowess is going to be too much for him.
Benavides versus
Oh.
Ascaro.
Man, 12-0. Man, this is an amazing card, isn't it?
This
card's amazing.
One of the greatest cards of the year.
I think so too. For if you're an MMA fight fan of past and present, this card is friggin' stacked. So I'm going Joseph, of course. That's our boy. You know, had a couple of losses to the current champ, but Joseph's always
right there.
always right there, ready to take someone's head off. So I think the well-roundedness of Joseph is going to be the key.
Bontorin versus Kara France.
I don't know that Bontorin really.
I don't really know him either. I've seen
The Kai
Kara France.
Yeah.
I think I thought he won a fight that I thought he lost. I think if it's the right guy I'm thinking of, but I don't have much to go on, so I'm going to go with Kai.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, guys. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this this segment. It's the Alpha Gambit or the Gandhi Fight
Fight Club.
Club, or send us some suggestions because we're trying to find a good name for this CaliCast segment. We have MMAU, which is all about the sport. I want to thank Josh, who's been, like I said, man, a brother from the Canadian mother who comes out here and bashes heads and goes home and wins money and lives a good life. So thanks for the humbling experience, buddy.
Thank you, my man.
All right. And your fight again?
Unofficial, but they'll announce it soon. But May 7th.
May 7th
Yeah.
in Bellator.
Bellator. Yeah.
You have the opponent or you can't say?
I do have the opponent.
Can't say.
Just say it'd be #1 contender fight.
All right. That's our boy. Bringing home the bacon. All right, Jonah, Tuss, are you ready? Oh, damn, dude. No love. No love. Not today, baby. Not today. Ready? Gandhi, what do you think, buddy? That's Ghana White. Gandhi White. All right, get in there. Get nose to nose. Get closer. Let's go. Get closer.